can I be honest with you? I am wearing swimming trunks just so the time that 12:30 Eastern hits, I am shooting straight to the pool with my kids. Like, so up top, I am business. But in the bottom, I am summertime and ready to partake. But anyways, in life, you have to do what you have to do before you do what you want to do. And we are here to deliver. Ladies and gentlemen, you got I'm trying to buy you 30 seconds in here to send that final text message to that founding member and beyond who are in the Diva Network with you, whomever needs to listen to this message, as in scripture, it said, let he who has ears hear. But you're going to hear from two phenomenal individuals, three maybe, before we get into today's training. And why don't we go ahead and start the party with Adora Crystal Evans, the queen of manifestation herself. She's given me an exclusive interview that is so delicious, coming with a whole lot of reels that's going to be dropping everywhere, including in school newsfeed. You're going to be seeing a lot of her. So I hope you're ready, but she's got some fun announcements and updates for each and every one of us. So Adora, hail to the queen. Please go on and take the stage. As always, you look amazing. We just need to hear your beautiful voice along the way.
Thank you. Happy Monday, everyone. And yes to summer. Yes to getting in pools with our kids. Yes to the privilege of being entrepreneurs who get to work and then also play and have full, meaningful lives. We don't sacrifice meaning to live our purpose and our passion, but we get to have it all, including pool time with the kiddos and crazy soccer games. So a few announcements. One, we have a pop-up merch store. And so that will be, there's one little thing that's going to be changed on the shirts, but you can still go ahead and order them. We have shirts, we have mugs. It will only be open till a little bit after July 4th, I think July 7th. And so if you want to buy a Collaboration is Queen, oh, I thought you were what? If you want to get a Collaboration is Queen shirt or a coffee mug that I believe it says she moved with faith, fire, and favor.
Obrigada, meu anjo. Eu vou ficar aqui numa reunião agora, vou usar o seu banheiro. Sorry, Adora, I'm sorry.
It's all right. I've missed you, Dr. Andrea. I know you've been communicating and you're all living on purpose and passion. You all are collaborations, but we still want your faces in the community. Okay. Jennifer, were you going to say something?
No, date is the 6th. Sorry.
Okay. So we have really cool coffee mugs, which, a coffee mug, I'll do a whole lesson again on it, how you can work that into your morning ritual. Thank you, Dr. Andrea, and to setting your tone as you go to have your coffee, the phrase that you look at, I use it as an anchor point for me. So every coffee mug represents who I am as a mother or a special place that I want to create more of. And so this is your Diva coffee mug, and it says something like she moved with faith, fire, and favor, and heaven moved with her, which I'm really excited about. It's pink. It has a gold rim at the top. And then we have Collaboration is Queen on the front, and we are the Divas on the back. So you have a short little time to get your gear. You can get in different colors, tanks, t-shirts, your style. The other thing is good to see your face, Johnny. You two and all three of you on the bottom are matching. It's like Ali, Alexandra, and Johnny coordinated. I love it. Hi, Dan. So definitely grab your gear. On the back, it does say, and the men who support us, because Jimmy was like, I need to be able to buy a couple shirts to represent here. So I'm very excited about that. And we have our founders trip. I want you to remember what an incredible value that is. We're going to have more surprise guests. This trip, when I was on stage with Alexandra and Christine, and we were talking about the opportunity to go hang out with other divas, to have a diva tower, to have, collaboration in pools and on dance floors and dinner and breakfast and all of that, to be able to have this lush experience with other driven, inspiring, visionary, authentic leaders to have DJ Sama and Mad Stuntman and Alexandra and Adora and Ali and Johnny and Dan and all these people, you know, in one space. People imagine this would be part of a $250,000 package. That's what one guy said. Another one said 100,000, another one 25,000. And I want to remind you that we're giving this to you at cost, that this was always part of our promise. And so you can be alone in a room for $1,000 right now before the price goes up. You can share a room for $800. It's all inclusive. We have swag bags prioritized by first come, first serve. So you want to make sure to book that. And then the other very exciting announcement, I'm going to do my own drum roll. And obviously I'm not a drummer. You heard that offbeat, that offbeat drumming, is that by next week, we will be able to enroll founders and VIP members through credit card only. So we are going to keep crypto, and because you're going to see that tide will eventually rise, and we will be ready for it. You, Johnny and Dan, you will be ready to receive and move in that space and already have some familiarity and a whole community wrapped around you. But in the meantime, we have all of our people that just want to click now, buy now, put it in the cart. I don't want a guide. I don't want to learn this yet. I don't want to ask ChatGPT. So we're listening, you know, and it took us longer because it just did. So, but it's coming, and you will be able to quickly enroll people whenever you have your QR code or you're speaking from stage. And so I'm very, very excited about that. And I hope you are too. And most of all, I'm excited that you're here because, you know, the spirit of a finisher, the spirit of the day in, day out, the consistency, the ones who show up, rain or shine or summer or winter, those are your family. And that's how we become family. Your best friends happen over time. Maybe there's these big aha moments, which we're going to have in Mexico and in lots of places along the way. But it's how you show up over time. When you look back and think of your long-term friends, some of them you didn't even know were going to become so special to you, or some working, but over time, and when you show up here, Johnny, Dan, Alexandra, everybody who's here off camera, that's how relationship with us and with each other is created. And that's when the things you never anticipated doing together and creating together and making together, because we're all makers, made in the image of a maker, right? That's when you really move, and you're going to find you're part of making markets together and moving movements together. So I love and appreciate you. I'm going to pass it on to raise your hand. Who's next? Who's next from our corporate team?
I vote Alexandra.
Let's go out.
I'm always ready, right? Always be ready so you don't have to get ready. So I'm ready. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Happy Monday. So happy to be here with you all. Just some announcements on the Diva Local side. We're so excited for today's first president's meeting. It'll be 2 p.m. Eastern. I see some of my presidents on, so I just want to remind you, Melanie. And we have, who else? Justine. So we have Sheila's on. So look forward to seeing you all at 2 p.m. Eastern today. We have a lot of great things to talk about. And we'll just
Alexandra, may I ask while you're on it, is everybody allowed to take a peek at that? No, just presidents only.
Yeah,
right? Okay,
so
good. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, let me clarify that. Yeah, so the reason why it's just for presidents is because we have a short schedule. It's 1 hour. We're going to have minutes being taken. We don't want really like other people coming in with interruptions. It's more of like we're getting right to the point and just kind of discussing Diva Local's presidents and their roles and how they can get their legacy circle. However, if you ever wanted to attend a meeting that we have a president's meeting, that's on Wednesday at 12 noon Eastern. So if you ever wanted to come in and check out what we're talking about, there's a whole presentation about how to be a Diva Locals president and open up your own chapter. And then on Tuesday and Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern again, we do have our membership meeting. So this is to help recruit anyone that you know may want to be a member of a chapter a local chapter globally, you come in, get information, or invite them to attend. So we have tons of stuff going on, making sure that we're giving as much information and supporting our president. So that's from a Diva local side, and that's all I have.
I want to ask, how did those first, I know you were part of an actual launch and you've got another launch coming. Just anything you want to say about how that went and what the vibe was and all that?
Yes, thank you. Yeah, so it was so exciting. It was Perla and Parkland, Florida, had her first launch, just amazing. Perla came in with just speed. You know, her mission was to get her Legacy Circle members immediately. These are the 10 people that are going to help support you open up your chapter. And she just went with full speed. Once she got her 10, she went ahead and just created, you know, her first event. And it was last week. And we had, I think, about 40 people there. So amazing. She started off as like just, you know, introduction, talk a little bit about Diva Locals, what it is, thanking her members. She gave a lot of spotlight on her Diva Locals Legacy Circle, had them speak a little bit, introduced me as the face. It was really awesome. And then we even had Jarlene there, who's, you know, with the Diva Dining Divas. She got to speak a little bit. So just a great evening of connections and really set the tone of what Diva Locals is really about. Bringing women together, sisterhood, and business, women in business that want to do business together. So it was really fun, a lot of energy. If you know Perla and you follow her, you know she's full of energy, and that was her event, full of energy, a little wine and cheese. She just really was an amazing hostess. So yeah, we're excited to keep going. Next week's Miami, and we have other chapters. Pembroke Pines getting ready to open. They're on fire right now. So yeah, a lot of urgency. Everyone's like, now that you see one is opening, they're just like, I need to open one. I need to open one. So Melanie and Justine, I know you're next, and Sheila as well. So we'll get those chapters open up pretty quickly.
The flair will be set by the people. You know, Perla's a huge personality. I always like say big glasses, artsy, like diva baby. She's fun, her rainbow right, which I love. I love that we have every range of women and we had it on that stage, you know, like just like you have we're all very dynamic. So the people will set the tone, just like when you go in a Zumba and you know, I'm going to get this, this, and this, but the instructor, the style, the way, if the people are loud or quiet, or they wiggle, or they're more like, you know, they're more choreographed. It's going to be the same, you know, with you all. You'll set your flair, but the overall culture is welcome, powerful connections, outrageous sisterhood, and elevation of your dreams through collaboration.
Yes.
Thank you, Alexandra.
You're welcome.
Yeah, awesome. First of all, huge congrats, Alexandra. It's amazing what's happening there with the locals. I know you've been working your butt off, so we appreciate you for doing all that. Everyone too, Alexandra, have you announced everybody so that when a chapter president, they have 30 days to get these chapters launched? I mean, that's been a nice little push as well. So keep that in mind, everybody, as you start to promote this. And we have marketing assets that are going out this week, right, Alexander, to help us, all of us, because I was just on another call, like, can someone, because all these kind of help me with my social media stuff, so this is coming out this week, guys, the marketing team, Alexander and Jennifer, and oh my gosh, Victoria, is that her? No.
Yeah, Veronica, yep, the social media.
The team has got a bunch of things going out, so be ready for that too, as we really push between network locals everywhere. Like it's going to be we want to be everywhere, Ali calls it, and so it's going to be exciting. It should be a massive week going forward.
We're going to shake up the algorithm on social media. They're going to be like, Diva, 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 Diva. Everything's Diva. Every time you get on, you see Diva. So yeah, we're going to shake things up this week.
Yes, thank you, Alexander. Appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Pappy, last thing, Pappy will be on tomorrow. Pappy Denuzzo, brought to us by Sheila, went from 0 to over $1 billion in assets and he teaches manifesting, mindset, has a heart for women specifically. So that will be a really great lesson to not only attend, but to get yourself in that vibration. I mean, how many of you would love to have 100 million in assets and sit in the room of that vibration? It literally is a transference, right? We can take that for granted. It's just not, this is different than listening to a podcast or a talking head. You're in the room live. There is an energetic exchange. We're cells in a bigger body, right? And so catch into that, bring your guests to that, and we'll pass it back to Ali now.
By the way, I'm excited. I don't know if you can feel it, but you know, all of us have this fire coming from within. But you know that one part that Alexandra said, diva, 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 diva everywhere. That's exactly my training today. Like if you can like just start to finish and just capture that one part, we right, look, we're being like 007 right now. We're all like secret agents of the Diva Network. And I'm here like to get everybody, hey, Alexandra and Jimmy and Adora, I need you all to vote right now in majority. Is it okay if we have everybody tell everybody about the Diva Network? Can I get an official executive vote? Do I have okay? All right, we all got the okay. We can tell the world about
Jennifer,
the
what
Diva
about Jennifer?
Network, all right?
Jennifer didn't raise her hand.
Well, Jennifer keeps hiding her camera, so I don't know. Hey, there she is.
Am trying to make sure that social media team is getting the diva stuff everywhere as you speak.
Good. I'm happy
So
to hear.
yeah,
All right.
hands up.
I stand
I
corrected, sorry.
appreciate the love. Last week, and as always, ladies and gentlemen, I would definitely leave some time for some Q&A. But last week, if you remember, and if you don't, I'll give you a little reminder. We talked about how content is king, right? That's great. But you know what's queen? Consistency. See, it's the queen that gives the king the drive. It's the queen that's the neck of the kingdom. The king just feels good with that, big crown in his head. But it's the queen. Whenever nobody's watching, she's like, you better do this and you better do that. And he says, yes, dear. Because no matter how powerful the king is, it's the queen that is the driving force. So consistency is the element that's missing. And that's not just in content creation. Ask any successful entrepreneur, ask any division and department of the Diva Network, ask any of the Diva empire, and guess what everybody's going to say? Consistency. If we veer off from that consistency train, if we are not doing that daily method of operation in a way that we do it, we are so married and addicted to our routines, even in our personal life. Let's just imagine yourself when you wake up and you don't do things the way you normally would do them in the time that you do it. And how do you get like this ain't gonna happen, right? So it is all about consistency. So while we are gonna talk about visibility and content creation, if you and I are not consistent, and when I say consistent, because I know somebody's like, well, I post once a month, that is consistent. Right, it is, but that's consistently bad. What we need to do is become consistently good. So we gotta start turning things up. So the very first thing that I want you to do respectfully is give yourself permission to mess up. Give yourself, I'm not picking on you, Jimmy. I'm just talking to everybody through you, Jimmy. I'm talking to everybody through you. It's like my little 7-year-old, almost 8. He always like, I feel like you're yelling at me. I'm like, no, I'm talking to your sister through you because she's a girl and I don't want her to think that it's okay for a man to yell at her. So I'm talking through you, Sebastian, to Isabel, right? So I'm talking through you, Jimmy. So the belief system is the number one reason why you and I are not consistent. The belief system of I'm not good enough. I don't have value. I don't know what to talk about. Whatever those things may be, right? As I like to call them sometimes, the internal objections, right? You got to get rid of that stuff. Your belief system has to be like, it's okay if I mess up. It's okay if it's wrong. Because guess what? In the digital world, there's a button that's called delete. In the digital world, stories disappear after 24 hours. In the digital world, we think that 1 billion people just saw my story and wah, everything is bad. Well, in reality, only you and like mom and uncle Sam watched that story. Like nobody did. So stop worrying about your feelings being hurt about it's gonna be good or bad, and just actually be consistent. I'll tell you this. My wife, there's this app, right? It's called Flip. And it's just a video app and whatnot. And then they automatically put ads in your videos. And whenever anybody buys anything, and if it was from your video, you get paid for it, right? So my wife was like, this is a waste of time, right? She tried it for a couple of times here and there. Me, I use it just for visibility. So just like we will post everywhere, I post in there as well. So I showed my wife $150. She goes like, how? I'm like, because I never did it for the money. I just was doing it because I was like, oh, another platform, consistently be everywhere all the time for everybody. Ali, go. And somehow, some way, someone clicked on buying something that I don't even know what they bought. And I was like, cool. I'm just going to keep doing consistently, repeatedly, over and over and over. The same thing has to happen in here, because in here for you and I, our audience is the people that we love and care about, and they're watching us. Our audience is the people that we may have done business with in the past and things worked out or didn't work. And they're either watching, is this going to be just another flop, or is he actually going to consistently grow to the top of the company, right? So you got to be consistent. And the moment you interfere your consistency train is the moment that person's like, I knew it. Belief system dropped, credibility gone, and now you're doing it all over again and saying, hey guys, I know I haven't gone in a while, right? We all have said that before. Right? If you've ever done it live and you said, hey guys, I know I haven't gone in live in a while, you already know what I'm talking about, right? So it's important for you to remind yourself every single day that invisible women don't get paid. You gotta be visible, ladies, and the gentlemen who support them, including myself, Mr. Ezel. Dan, I see you, brother. So it's imperative for you and I to be visible. It's imperative for you and I to get out there and just tell the world how amazing we are, and let the universe, let God Almighty do whatever he is supposed to be doing with us, right? Now, let me give you some things that I believe that they are to be implemented every single day. Stories. If you're not doing at least one story a day, you are crazy. You are like, I don't even want to be here. You're like, I don't like money. I'm allergic. So you need to do one story a day at minimum. And I'm telling you, don't make your minimums your maximums. You want to know what a simple story you could do? You could take one of these bottles, right? This is just my bottle of water. Take a picture of it and upload it to a story saying, maintain hydration. I hear it's going to be some heat, and the Diva Network is bringing it for you. That's a story done. Congratulations, you did it. It could be you taking a selfie and saying, but first, selfie. It could be anything that is in your mind that you can take a picture of an apple and say, 1 apple a day keeps the doctor away. It could be you taking a picture of your glasses and saying, oh my God, can somebody tell me how I can clean my glasses because they keep getting dirty every 2 seconds. I mean, I can get creative about the least worst thing possible. You could take a mug of coffee and saying, how many cups of coffee do you drink a day? And watch people in the story respond to you. And those are conversations. So 1 story a day keeps the money your way. All right, let's take it. Yeah, let's rhyme it. We'll keep that line. 1 feed post or 1 reel. 1 feed post or 1 reel. I personally, I think you know me by now, I do a lot more than 1. But at the very minimum, bare minimum, 1 feed post. A feed post is an actual piece of content that you're putting on your feed, or a reel. Just heads up, reels do much better than actual static posts do. I'm not telling you to choose one or the other, do both, but reels tend to do much better than a post. As a matter of fact, you can post a graphic image as a reel now, as long as you add a little music to it, and it just became a reel. Direct message, I can't believe I'm going to say this, a day, that is terrible. But at least 1 a day, right? Like, I feel like I just cursed. 1 DM to someone a day, right? Like, I'm just giving you here like the GED, right? Like the good enough diploma. That's what GED stands for. So 1 minimum DM a day, or in my case, 30, right? Like, I don't talk to people about business. I'm like, yo, I saw you surfing. That was insane. Dude, I saw you, on vacation in Disney. I thought that place was nuts and expensive. How'd you make out, right? Like, it's just a conversation that I start with people. 1 comment on someone else's post, that is such bad words. I usually say 20 minutes worth of commenting, but just at least 1 comment on someone else's post. When you comment on someone else's post, just so you know, they automatically say, why did Justine all of a sudden comment on this post? They click, let me do what everybody else does. What? We go through the blinds of social media, and those blinds that we open and just take a look at the neighbors while the neighbors don't look at us, right? By the way, when my wife ever does that, I especially at nighttime, I turn on the lights so her silhouette shows. She gets so mad when I do. She gets caught every single time. But the little fun things you could do with your significant other. One testimonial or results shared on your stories or reels or posts every single day. And if you say, I don't have anything significant that has happened in my life recently, here's the good news. Post somebody else's success story. Take someone else's success story. You just heard just now that we're going to have somebody who went from $0 to $1 billion and $100 million worth of assets. Guess what? Oh my God, I am going to be working with somebody who has $100 million worth of assets tomorrow. Just brag about it. Tell the world how life is good. And trust me when I tell you, the world has so much ugliness in it that they will not stand your happiness. I love it how everybody's like, dude, how are you always so happy? How are you always so miserable? Come on, man. Brush your teeth when you wake up in the morning. You need to smile a little. You need to jump up and down a little bit. You are alive. You are breathing. You are walking. You are eating. You got a roof above your head. You got $1,000 cell phone in front of you right now. Be grateful before I slap you with some positivity. Let's go. Oh, it's one of those trainings. I'm feeling the love today. I think it's because I'm home and I'm wearing swimming trunks. All right, here we go. Let's keep the party going. Make sure that you implement AI in your life. AI is your best friend. AI is only as good as HI. Meaning, if you're using ChatGPT like a Google search, it's going to answer you like a Google search. But here's what I'll tell you, and I cannot stress this enough. You need to feed your AI brain your favorite music, your favorite book, your training. Every time I do a training, and it goes anywhere, including this one, I will upload the recording link into my AI brain and say, remember what I just trained. And I give it the transcription of this training. And I say, remember what I just trained. And it becomes second nature to me. So when I say I'm meeting with Justine tomorrow and we need to talk about branding and marketing for the Diva Network, boom, it just gives me exactly what we are going to talk about based on the virtual relationship and the data that I gave it. So stop sitting in there and using Canva, in the AI prompt saying, create a picture of me with a quote about life. That's great. It's going to make your life a little bit faster, but you need to be AI and AI needs to be you. I know that sounds a scary thing. You know why? Because it's the nuance. It's like the things that it's like when my mom used to say, I don't need that dumb thing called a cell phone, right? My mom cannot stop scrolling right now. It's like I keep telling her, Mom, you don't have to tag me on every single post. It's like when once upon a time our parents said that fax machine thing is so dumb. It's once upon a time when great parents said the pager, why would you want to have that thing on your belt? It's like the VCR. It's like the DVD player. Remember when everybody was bragging about Blu-ray, DVD, bro? It's the best thing ever. Does anybody ever buys Blu-ray anymore? No, life evolved, things change. So I believe that AI is going to create entrepreneurs left and right because he or she who was terrified of creating has AI to facilitate it all. So stop being afraid of AI because it'll make you and I irrelevant if we don't leverage it. I'm not going to be used by artificial intelligence. I'm going to make artificial intelligence my maid. Woo, I took a pause on that one. I was about to go somewhere that I shouldn't have gone with it. All right, let's go. Some of you read my mind. I see that smile, JKN. You and I know each other well, JKN. It's years now. JKN would finish my sentences. Let's talk about lead generation. So how do you turn an actual story into a funnel on generating leads? All right, so I'll give you, and it's probably still in my stories. Yesterday, OKC, Oklahoma City Thunder, played against the Indiana Pacers. It was game 7. All I did, I took a picture that was already created for me from what's that platform we all use? It's spelled Google. Yes, Google. I just took a picture that was provided by Google and I posted it in my stories and I said, who you got? OKC or Indy? And my friends from all over the internet who never talk to me, but they're passionate about basketball, started doing what? OKC, Indiana, OKC, Indiana, OKC. And I woke up this morning, I say, man, sorry your team lost. How the heck you been? I haven't talked to you in forever ago. And I have all these conversations going on right now. That is delicious. Give me more food of that. So the moral of the story, you don't have to be an expert at business development, knowing the right message and the right copy and the right. Just take a picture from the internet and say iPhone or Android, lilies or roses. Like, what are we going into July, 4th of July here in the United States? What are you doing 4th of July? I need some ideas. And watch everyone and their mother tell you what to do on 4th of July. And that's when you can create new conversations, new chatter, new communication. That is how you turn a story into a lead generation funnel without programming. It's like the least programming thing you'll ever need. All right, I'm giving y'all some nuggets. I love the smiles on y'all faces. Keep that energy, man. I love it. I see you, sis. I see you, Hawa. I see you, Johnny. I see you. I love it. All right, cool. When it comes to being intentional, though, so you're not just falling into the trap of conversations for the sake of conversations. When you put a post, especially if you are in a video, do something like, hey, DM me with the word diva if you're ready to blow up, if you're ready to get your glow on, if you're ready to increase whatever that thing that you want to project to them, but just let them know specifically. DM me the word diva and I'll give you access. DM me the word diva and I'll increase. DM me the word diva and I'll send you a PDF, whatever that is. But be intentional. So he or she who actually sends you the word diva, you know, oh, this is a hot lead, qualified in every single way because they took action. They didn't just randomly end up in a conversation with me, but they specifically said, I am your ideal client avatar. Or something like, save this if you need a reminder to. So when it comes to stories, you can add a calendar invite. No, not a calendar invite, more of like a calendar reminder where they can literally turn on the little alert. So you got to choose the calendar, put a timer when it is happening and what time, and you would literally see click, click, click. The timer is going down, even if it's 3 days from now. Because if they clicked on that ringer, on that little bell, the moment it happens, they get a notification that says, Ali's event is about to happen now. I look like, oh, I forgot about this. This was 3 days ago. And then with one click, I'm in the event. You know how I know that? There's a show called The Chosen that I watched. Some of you may have watched it. They do that all the time. So I put the little reminder and then they remind me, and all of a sudden I'm watching the whole thing on YouTube on Sunday nights. There's, I think, a new episode next week. I am not involved with The Chosen. I'm just sharing with you some of the goodies that I love. Okay. Last but not least, and this is my favorite, tag the queen who needs this today. Tag the king who needs to hear this message today. Like, let's say you put something about fathers. Fathers need more love, more this, more this, more that. Tag tag all the dads who deserve to hear this message. And guess what? Your thing is gonna go bonkers. Everybody's gonna wanna give love and communication and recognition to their significant other, to their dads, or their moms, or whomever you're asking to be tagged. Guess what does that do for you? Send them a direct message. Hey, queen, by the way, I saw you tagged your dad. I got these vacations that I can hook him up with as a token of appreciation if you want to. How? Ding, 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 ding. I just got a prospect that's asking me, how can I get these vacations? What are you doing tomorrow at 12 o'clock? Because I got a thing that I can show you how, right? See how you can absolutely light it up. But everything that I'm telling you right now is only as good as you doing it with consistency every single day. So content is king, consistency is queen. So come on, queen, I need you to be consistent. When it comes to creating a sense of duplication, because that's what we all want. Like, we all have enrolled people into the Diva Network and we all want them to do the same exact thing. I don't want to be a salesperson that I'm always looking for a brand new prospect and going through the sales cycle and it's done. I got to do it again. First and foremost, you need to reach out to everybody you're already involved, because there is cold market, people we don't know. There's warm market, people we do know. And then there's the golden market, people who already paid. Yo, like, you already paid. You already got these benefits. We need to talk. A lot has changed. A lot has been updated. And you need to have an honest conversation with them. Like, hey, why did you, ready for this? Why did you sign up for the Diva Network? Just pause. And let them tell you. Because expectation usually needs to what? Disappointment. But having an honest conversation about their expectation gives you an opportunity to redirect them. Well, what if we could focus on just that? Because some people may say, I just wanted to get the vacations. Cool. Why don't I show you a training that Jimmy Ezel has done all about incentive-based marketing and how to use these vacation incentives? Some may say, I just wanted to network and connect with all the ladies for my business. I don't want to build the Diva Network. Great. Did you know that you have a 10-minute segment as a Diva founder that you can literally share and project all your greatness? Did you know that you're going to have the ability to have 3 major promo offers that can be featured on the Diva? Like, did you know that? No, I didn't. Cool. Let's talk about it. Let's focus on that. It's in the presentation every single time we do the presentation. So just having an honest conversation with the golden network. Remember, cold market, we don't know them. Warm market, my best friend. Gold market, they are already here. They paid, they signed up, they opted in, even if at the free level. So you need to have an honest conversation, and it's a starter as simple as, why did you join the Diva Network? And let them tell you. And from there, hey, well, look, you may even say, I don't know how to help you with that, but would you give me an opportunity? Let me reach out to somebody who may help me with that. And you can reach out to myself, Adora, or whomever is the appropriate person for that conversation. All right. So here's, once they say, I wanted to make money, then what happened? I just talked to some people and nobody really so interested. I didn't know how to explain it. Have you attended the Monday training? No, I haven't. Sis, dude, homie, whatever you want to say, you need to attend the Monday training, because that's exactly what we work on. And would you agree? And by the way, I am very intentional about these trainings. I am intentional to build the Diva Network, this network, but I also do my very best to give you the absolute value for anything and everything that you are doing in your life. And I hope you receive that as such. All right. So if they say, I have a question but won't leave my hand. Go ahead. I'll give you 30 seconds.
Okay. Here's my question. My best practice when I meet somebody, this happened even last night, and it happens every week, all week long, is I give them, and I want to make sure this is what you guys want me to do, and that I'm doing this the best my ability. I give them my link to register for the Diva Network, the free come check us out. I tell them about Tuesday. Sometimes I send them the link, the Zoom link also. But what would you suggest that first interaction, face to face or whatever? That's what I'm doing. Is that
that's the best one, in my opinion. If you have a relationship, to get them on a face-to-face first, absolutely go for that. That's the warm market part. That's the influencer part. The main thing for me is to make sure that I'm setting up the proper expectations. Why are you inviting them to why are you giving them, like, what is it that they want out of it?
Yeah, I mean, but I guess my question, Ali, is that because my fear at that point, not fear, my concern is that I'm giving them the link, I get them to sign up, and then they get stuck in some process of one-time passcodes, da. Sometimes I just go ahead and send them the Tuesday morning link. They can't come this Tuesday, then by next Tuesday, they've forgotten about it, right? So I could get them on a list. I know I should be reminding them, but I'm asking this question, is that the best thing to do, is give them my link? Is that the step one?
I personally think so, as long as we're setting up the proper expectation of what they are coming in for. Like, yes.
That's already done.
Then it's an absolute yes. That is the best thing. Now, here's turn up the volume on that. Like, meaning, like, if we're getting 1 a week, how do we get it to 10 a week, so you can increase the likability that you're going to have so much more happening for you?
Okay, but then one more question I want to add on to that. Do they get into your funnel once they opt in? In other words, are they starting to receive emails from our funnel reminding them?
If they're in the free system, yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Okay, good. That helps me knowing that, so that I can say, hey, make sure you check your junk, check your spam, because that's how I do sales in my other business too. Because all that stuff's going in spam. Okay.
I got you. I yield my time back. I reclaim my time, as they say in Congress.
I give it back to you.
That was amazing. Thank you. All right. So once you get somebody to recommit, if somebody recommits, right, like whatever reason they disappeared and now they're back, make sure you have them post onto stories with you. Make sure that you help them make their first couple of posts, not spammy, not Joe and the Diva is the greatest thing in the world and everybody else is terrible. No, I'm not saying that. But have them get comfortable with the idea of being actively talking about business, showcasing value, invest, learn, teach that we talk about, right? But you got to guide them. Remember, the word mentor in its own essence means a trusted friend who shows the way. That's literally what the Greek word mentor means. A trusted friend who shows the way. So when we say I'm mentoring somebody, okay, cool. One, are you trusted? Right? And trust is not just a word, like there are activities that create trust. And are you showing the way? Or did you just sign them up and say, have fun? Or did they disappear and you didn't reach out to them? Because if I'm a trusted friend, I'm not going to let you go away. Yo, Justine, where you at? And if Justine is like, no, you're good. Yeah. If Justine says, like, sorry, you're in the middle. That's why I keep using your name. If she says, like, look, I don't want to do this anymore. I have no desire for it. Okay, cool. Well, I just wanted to make sure that I did my part as your trusted friend, that I'm not just letting you off the hook. It's like we said that we were going to go work out together every single day. Well, I'm going to make sure that you're coming to the gym as a trusted friend. I'll hold you accountable, but then I'm going to show you the way, right? Make sure that you also invite them to our Zooms. That's where the magic happens. Jimmy and I call it staying close to the fire. Every time somebody comes to these events that you're qualified for, their energy is reignited. Their excitement is reignited. Their focus is realigned. Their toolbox is being filled up with more tools, because that's what I try to do. Every single time, I'm going to give you more tools in the toolbox. Doesn't mean that you're going to be perfect after one session. Look, it took us years to ruin our credit and our finances and our bodies. It is not going to take us one Zoom to fix it in one day. So be okay with not being okay. Sorry, that was a little harsh. I'm talking about me. I'm like 15 pounds overweight right now. I got to lose a little something. But it's my wife's fault, because I'm an emotional eater. And when I'm very happy, I eat. When I'm sad, I eat. When I'm angry, I eat. When I'm at peace, I eat. It's emotional eating. So, yeah. All right. Here's a little challenge, as I always give you a challenge for the week, right? So here's what I want you to do this week. Write this down. Let's call today day one, right? I want you to just post why I show up story. Just a little motivation to the world. Here's why I don't quit. Here's why I show up every single day. And put it on a story. And guess what? Stories disappear in 24 hours. So if you say, I don't like how I look and how I sound, it's going to disappear in 24 hours. So just suffer for a little bit in 24 hours for the sake of inspiring somebody out there. Tomorrow or day two, share a testimony. And if it's not yours, share somebody else's. Okay? Day three, go live or post a reel. Go live or post a reel. I prefer live. You know why? Because live will give you the ability to really create credibility. A live is like opening a window into life. If you stumble and fumble and fall, so be it. You're only building more trust and credibility. Day four, DM 3 new people that you've never talked to before. And it doesn't have to be about business. It only can be, hey, I see we've been connected, but we've never interacted. I really look forward to learn more about you and your professional background. Have a blessed day. Simple as that. Just share the love. Be positive. And you don't have to copy me. Do it on your own terms. Talk however you talk. So day four, DM 3 new people. Just starting 3 conversations. And then day 5, share a win or an insight with a CTA. Day 5, call it Friday. This is when you say something like this. My God, so I just tried this AI ChatGPT thing for the very first time, and I asked it to just give me 3 ways that I can connect with people on social media. And he gave me these crazy scripts, and I can't believe it. I got my first client, or I got my first prospect, or I got a person that wanted to learn about my business. That hasn't happened in forever. Do you know, by the way, how many people will relate to that? I have never had any success, and I have a prospect for the first time ever, then somebody hearing, I just made $100,000 in 3 days. That is not relatable. And I'll be honest with you, 99% of the time, it's an AI avatar that is saying those messages. My pet peeve is when I see people using AI. Like there's one that I keep seeing all the time, and I know the software because we have it in the studios. And Praise God. God is so good to us. God has helped us do this, this, that. It's AI. Why are you playing like that? Like, you're trying to play with the scripture to bring people with credibility. That's not good. All right. So please be relatable. You don't need to be marketable. Be relatable. People love me for me, not for the business that I have. People love me because I kid you not, and you will find out when we go in Mexico. I am this goofy. Like you have to be like, Ali, go over there for me to stop. Like, and I'm telling you, I got sisters and aunties around me all the time, and that's how the conversation. Ali, can you go get me, something from the store? I'm like, we already have it. I'm like, I just want you to get out of my face because you are too goofy for me today. And I love it. This is who I am. I enjoy me. God made me this amazing. And if you're not just as amazing, you're gonna feel allergic to greatness and you're gonna ask me to leave. So please be yourself, be relatable. You don't need to be marketable. All right, ladies and gentlemen. This is the deliverance of this message for today. But as always, I'm going to stick around for a little bit for some Q&A. I think, Dr. Andrea, you had some question? You're almost there. I see you trying with that button. There you go.
I have some noise in the background. That's why I typed. First, so I miss you so much, and it's so good to hear you. You give like that, motivation that we need in our veins, in our body. Thank you very much. In my case, with the Instagram, I am a little resistant, not because I don't like, no, it's not the problem. I have been for a year, without posting, without connecting to my people there because of family and other health issues. That is a long story I can share later. So I'm just wondering, if I go there and do a story, it seems like in my specific context, I don't know if this would be the first step or if you have any recommendation for my case that has been, out and not present, not consistent with them.
So if I'm asking the question, I think there's a few parts to it. So you're asking your resistance because you don't want some people like family and whatnot to see your content?
Not family. My fear is, can you imagine, you are for almost a year, you don't do anything on Instagram, and then you come and you do a story. I need to build a reconnection. That's it. I need to have to rebuild a connection. And I'm wondering if I just start with the story, maybe it's not enough because of my specific context to be away,
Yeah, no, honestly, I don't think that's an issue. No, I think that's more of a reason that you need to start with that. That is your truth. Y'all, I've been called out. I've been out of this. I haven't done any single thing, but I promise you, I'm going to give you the love and the respect and the value that you deserve, because my name is Dr. Andrea and I am the greatest to ever do it. You don't have to sound like me or talk like me, but reintroduce yourself like, hey, I've had some things and I had to pull away from the world, and here I am for the very first time. It's actually better that way. Just do it with authenticity, do it with honesty, do it to be relatable. That's the only thing. Like I had last week somebody that said, I don't like to do video because I don't like to speak English with an accent. I'm like, have you met me? Like, I am the godfather of accents. Like I have people, like I have a grown men that tell me you have a cute accent, like literally grown men. I'm like, you just call me cute, so he or she who belongs in your world will be in your world. You just got to do what you do. And truly, genuinely, deep in your heart, we all do it. We all looking, Jimmy said, I know that guy. You stand in front of the mirror and you give the speech of your lifetime. You lay down and you close your eyes and you dream the speech of your lifetime. Just give the world what you already know. You got it. See that feeling that you just had? That's called inner spirit telling you what you already know, and the body is resisting it. And I'll give it to you in this analogy, right? You are the hard drive. That's the computer. Your software, it needs a little bit of cleanup, right? You need to upgrade to Dr. Andrea 3.0. You need to get some malware, antivirus, and just cleanse. And for me, God helps me with that. educational about personal growth and personal development definitely helps me out with that. But I'm telling you right now, and your sisters and brothers are right in here, we see your greatness. Stop resisting what you need. You already have it. We all know that you are great. We're just begging you. Can you share your greatness with us? Can you stop hoarding that beautiful person that you have? Can you tell us about that brain of yours and that heartbeat that we hear here privately? Because the world needs more of you. So just do what you already do. Love you.
Thank you.
You got it, sister.
Obrigada.
Obrigada. All right, Hawa, what you got?
Thank you so much, Ali. We love your energy. It was super, super amazing. And it was a Monday motivational. That was definitely, I need that fuel to go. I love when you said relatable, not a marketable. So that was definitely powerful. I love the challenge. And if you could go a little as deep for us, why I show up. You said the day one, go deep about why you just show up. So if you could just give us a little bit tips, that would be.
Well, let me ask you this: why do you come here every single Monday? Because you're consistent. Why do you show up every Monday?
Because Diva is in my heart. Diva is something that is always moving me, and I look at Diva is like this is a world that is going to change the world that we all love to see in this world. So that's why I'm always here for Diva.
May I ask a follow-up on that?
Community.
May I ask a follow-up on that question?
Uh-huh.
On what's in it for you?
Everything is in it for me here, the vision, the mission, and the people and the community and that I can grow tremendously. That was super amazing.
Beautiful. Can I ask another follow-up?
Of course.
And if you grow tremendously with the vision and the mission, what are you hoping to get to your family through this?
I'm hoping to grow. I'm hoping to make more money. I'm hoping to go to the next level, and I'm hoping to make difference to this world that I definitely, made to be.
Okay.
Somebody just make it a difference.
So when you go to that story, you're gonna talk to the world about what's in your heart, the vision and mission that you're running with, and how you want to make more money, more growth, more impact for your family and everybody around. And just speak from your heart. Don't script it. Don't try to write bullet points and put a little post-it on the side of your camera. Just be you and tell the world, I am the most amazing Hawa Sally God has ever created. And I hope you are ready, because I'm about to give you the goodies. Just do that. Talk your truth. Talk your facts. You don't have to figure out what's the best way to deliver that story. You need your story. You notice what I asked. Why are you here? What's in it for you? And if you get all that, what's in it for you and your family? It's just your truth. Just tell the world about it. That's all you got to do.
That's such a beautiful. Thank you.
You got it, sister.
Oh.
Justine, what's up?
So much is up. So first of all, I'm wondering if there's a transcript of this meeting that I could put into ChatGPT to give me the bullet points of the tasks. Or would you do that for me? A, either or. And B, I just noticed I did something yesterday that, because we do all have this fear of showing up real. And I want to encourage everybody to do the things that Ali talks about. But like one of the things I saw people posting these cool little workouts, like blah, 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 blah. And I do like my thing. And so I recorded myself doing a really quick little workout. I sped it up. And I realized I put it on my this is my method to get there fearlessly. I put it on my story first because that feels like super low risk. Then I put it on my reel page instead of my main page, and I see if it gets a reaction. And if it starts getting a lot of reaction, then I'll put it on my main page. Now, that's probably stupid and a waste of time on some level, but it's a way of giving me comfort and testing my market or testing my audience. And I just noticed I did that. And like, I've never posted a little workout thing. And I'm like, this is so cute what I did. I out of my own judgment. And it's a part of who I am and what I do, but it's not something I show. And so I guess I'm outing myself a little bit to just take a little bit more risk with what I'm posting.
Again, solid, he or she who belongs in your world, they're going to come to your world.
Exactly.
There are grown men who are doing twerk videos with their significant others. Like Like, I'm about to go to Wyoming this weekend, and I'm supposed to be part of like this Guinness World Record event where a bunch of people, grown men and women and their children, wear butterfly wings, and we're supposed to just go and fly in the field for like 20 minutes. So that Guinness World Record says this is the most people in the world have ever done this. You know, so think about, you know,
Oh yes,
Jimmy
I know
cannot-
her. I love that you're doing that. That's amazing.
Jimmy told me 3 months ago, you're gonna wear the butterfly wings and you're gonna like go. I'm like, yep, I am so going to do it. So I am ready for the roast. But he who belongs in my world, he's gonna come to my world. He who doesn't, I love you from a distance. Keep watching because you're gonna be entertained. You ain't gonna see, like, you're gonna see me everywhere all the time because I believe in what I do and I enjoy doing it, and that's just that. So yeah, you're good.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I say the same thing to my wife. My wife was afraid of posting, like, she does a lot of photo shoots, a lot, like, you know, for different gigs and different modeling stuff, but she doesn't want to post it on social. I'm like, what's up? She's like, I'm like, what? You are my wife. You're coming home with me, honey. Let them see and watch, and I don't care what anybody says, because as long as me and you are like this, that's all I care about. So she became more comfortable with who she is, right? So he who belongs, belongs. That's all I'm going to say over and over and over again. Yeah? We good? We got the goodies? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you. Make sure we apply. And Justine, I put the tasks on the chat if you want to just copy it.
I am copying and pasting right now into my calendar, actually. Thank you.
You got it. You got it. Have y'all an amazing, amazing week. And I will be talking to you throughout the week. And I'll see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody.